Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. This is Stationeers. So if you guys have been keeping up with the channel, you will have seen me play this on live stream, and I actually really bloody liked it. So I thought, let's do a series on it because I think it'd be interesting for you guys to watch, and it'll be fun for me to learn things because there's a lot of stuff that's in this game. And I know what you're thinking. You're looking at it and you're like, Steve, what the heck is this? Think first person Factorio with a little twist. So kind of like Astroneer meets Factorio. I know it says that Astroneer was like a Factorio style game, and it is. It's like a crafty survival. You're on the moon basically. But let's just get into it. I've already started a world. Actually, no. You know what? Let's just create brand new on the moon. Let's do it. Let's just jump right into it. So I've already done the tutorial, and I know little bits and bobs from the live stream that we done. But when I first played this, we started in the middle of a crater, which was horrible, absolutely horrible, but I decided to make that my base because I'm a weird person who's stupid. So when you start off, you get all these little construction boxes and some portable crap that you can sort out, and you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, what the heck am I doing? Because that was pretty much what I was stuck with. Consumable supplies are not what I need. I need construction supplies 1 and construction supplies 2, but let's just pick this up. And the controls are annoying, complicated, and confusing, but you will learn how to do the controls, and you'll learn them quickly, and then you will figure out pretty much what you're trying to do. What I want just now is iron frames. I don't need duct tape, so I'm going to shove the duct tape in my uniform. There we go. Alright, so I also want to lock my mask so that I don't accidentally open it. Right, so I'm going to lay the foundations for where we're going to want us to live. Now that's a bit of a hole, but right, I'm going to start with here. This is where I'm going to start. This is the foundations of our base. Alright, sorted. So this is basically just the outer shell of the frames, and in order to make these into an actual floor, you're going to need to add, as you can see, iron sheets using your welding torch. But we aren't quite there yet. Right, so let's drop these, get out of the construction menu, drop them back in there, grab the iron sheets. Then I need to jump into my tool belt. Oh, all of these has changed. I think these were all orange at one point. I actually really like the new colour. So I've got my welding torch, I need to turn it on using the O key, and let's construct it. If you construct it once, it turns into just this shell. If you construct it twice, then you get something that's actually walkable on. So right now you fall through it. If you construct a frame once, you get something that you can actually stick things to, but it's not airtight, so you have to construct it twice to make it airtight. So if you're making a floor, it's probably for the best. One thing that you don't need to do is you don't actually need to on the corner ones, you don't actually need them to be airtight as long as the directly adjoining ones. So if we want to make this circle, this square here, completely airtight, then I don't need any of these floor ones to be fully constructed. I just need the walls and the one that will be above on the roof fully constructed. Do let me know though if the little FPS ticker at the top, if that's annoying, and I'll turn it off. I was using it for stream just to make sure that we weren't having any issues. And I feel like the sound is a bit loud at the moment, so let's just jump into settings. This is a multiplayer game, by the way. It works perfectly well in multiplayer. And surprisingly well. We were connected with all sorts of people from all over the world, and it was working pretty swish. Right, so I've got a bit of a floor here, but let's drop these back in here. Then I'm going to get so this is my mining belt that was in my backpack, so I'm going to swap that out, and then I'm going to get my diggy tool from my backpack, and I'm going to dig away some of this rock. The reason I'm not using the other thing, like you can see the one that looks like a proper like a proper mining tool, I'm using a pickaxe instead, is because the pickaxe you can be a lot more careful about what you mine out, so you can make it a bit neater. I think I want to go another set in front as well. Let's another set of frames in front before I start building up the walls and the roof. Right, so let's drop that back in there, shove that on there, and then get that back in there. Alright, so let's grab these iron frames again, right click to go into the build menu, and get these placed. And right, I'm going to need to start actually building up some decent wall sections here. Let's put these in my backpack, and I shall grab just the iron sheets. Let's grab my tool belt again. Get this back out, turn it on. Okay. Weld up the walls. Yeah, I feel like I want this to be the front. Should I? Yeah, yeah, I do. I want that to be my front. Like I said, at the start when you're a bit limited on resources, you don't need to fully construct these corner ones. But I'm a douche, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. I need to find out where to put my airlock as well, because the game models air pressure and things like that, so you need to be kind of careful with wow, we've got a sun. I never had a sun in the multiplayer. It was bugged out. This game is in alpha, so do remember that. Is it alpha? I think it's alpha. Right, so I want just a little 4. How many have I got? I've only got 8. So let's build yeah, kind of bare minimum. Okay. And then the other thing is, if you're like, oh crap, I really shouldn't have built this one here, and I want it back, you can go into it and deconstruct it and you get the stuff back. So, helpful. And then I think it's that one, yep, to deconstruct the actual frame. Put that tool there, pick up the frame. Yeah, because I'm going to need this for my door. So you can pick them up and do what you need. Regardless, I'm going to get my tool belt, get my welder back out, turn it on. Alright. Let's construct the bits of the roof. Okay, we can get one wall done. Oh, you're thinking, you're like, Stejo, you've completely run out of resources and you haven't actually built what you needed to build. And yeah, I know, I understand that. I've got like a solar panel and that's it. And a solid generator. Like, I don't have the pieces required to build the rest of it, so we're going to have to collect it. And the thing is, we're going to have to collect it relatively quickly because we are constantly obviously running out of... oh, we get a free charger, that's cool. We're constantly running out of oxygen and power. So we're going to need to get that sorted. Where's the other thing as well? There's a bloody... Oh nice, there's a large battery cell there. I don't know if it's charged or not. Labeler... Ah, tracking beacon. There we go. and can we... Right, okay, so let's drop that in there. And then we can turn it on or off. Perfect. So that means that when we go out mining, we just turn the tracking beacon on and we can find our way back easily enough, which is pretty cool, pretty cool. The next thing that we really need to do is get ourselves... Where's my solar panel kit? There we go. Right, and we'll activate our jetpack with J, and we're obviously going to want to drop the solar panel right on top of this. There we go. Now that I've finished swapping my bloody scenes around. So what you can see here is you've got two inputs. You've got the little electricity input you can see on the right hand side there, and you've got the another input there which is data. So you can actually plug in data and start getting all of this stuff sorted to do stuff automatically, and that includes like you can get it so that the solar panel, so you can see here I can rotate it, I can tilt it downwards or upwards. You can get it so that this rotates with the sun using a light sensor, just using a bit of coding. But right now all we kind of care about is getting a little bit of power. So I'm going to need, there's iron wall, auto lathe, arc furnace, the solid generator, power controller. That's what I need. I've got two. That's weird. I don't know why I would have two. Alright, but let's put the delete and page down. I don't think it is delete and page down. No, it's page up and page... Yeah, it's page up and insert. So you've got an input and an output. So the input for the power controller is from the... obviously the input, the thing that's going to be making the power, and the output is to your consumer electronics, basically. So let's go into our belt, grab some of our cable, and actually try and cable this properly. Alright, so that's it cabled into the power controller, and the benefit of that is if I grab my... put that in there, grab my crowbar, I can open the cover of the power controller, and I can stick batteries in there in order to power them. Area power control on. Lighting, utility, and general all off. So I'm going to go and get a battery from over here, which is completely empty, so it's useless in that regards, but I can dump it in here and that will charge when the sun comes back out. Alright, next thing that I'm going to need is, I might stick my auto lathe up there for now. Arc furnace, solid generator, auto lathe. So your auto lathe is your basic crafter, and then... Oh, I've not actually finished building this solar panel. As you can see, there's no glass on it. I want this up there. Yeah, why not? I don't necessarily want it up here, but... Alright, so drop the arc furnace there. Auto lathe here. Like I said, this is just for now until we this is just for now until we can get the I need it like that. Oh, I've attached that to the data port. That's something that you will do often. You'll attach things to the wrong ports. I need to get my wire cutters now to disconnect that. Then I need junction there. There we go. Alright, so that means that those will be powered, and the solar panel will power up this battery, and then once that's we'll power up this battery when the power is not being used anymore. Perfect. 5, let's dump my tools back into my belt. Okay, so that's us wired up for now, and then we need to wait on the sun, obviously. But we need to go and get glass for the solar panel. So grab the glass sheets. You also need to be very wary about leaving your jetpack on and how much jetpack you use. Let's construct a solar panel. Is that us? Is it only glass that it needs? Does it need any? I don't think it needs metal. My road flares really disconnected themselves quickly, didn't they? That's the solid fuel generator. It's a vent for that. Instruction set. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it fell over. Water filter, the airlock kit. I'm trying to decide what the next things are. All right. All right. So let's take some road flares, and let's. That's not what I'm after. There we go. Let's activate one. And whoa. Can I deactivate that? I can. Okay. There we go. Let's split one and then put the rest of them in there. Okay, let's activate it and throw it into there. Okay. That is oxide, as far as I remember. Anyway, we're going to do a bit of mining, so what you want to do is you want to equip your mining belt into your onto yourself, because that way when you're using the tool, you can you will store ore. Yeah, it's an oxide. You'll store ore as volatiles. Great, volatiles and an oxide right beside each other. Not great. That way you'll store ore directly into your mining belt. Turn the tracking beacon on. That way if we get lost, we can always come back. What's this? Is this coal? Oh, it is. Nice. That'll be useful. So let's turn this on, we'll mine up some coal. See, it automatically gets stored in my mining belt because it's there. If you don't do that, if you don't equip your mining belt, then what will happen is you will end up just throwing it on the ground. Oh, some more coal here. Perfect. I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, Steve, there's like hardly any noise in this game, and the reason for that is because you're in space, dummy. Alright. Single bloody voxel just sitting in the middle there. It was a bit cool. Sweet. So yeah, it's very, like, it gets very Minecraft in that aspect, that you will need stuff like coal, you'll need stuff like iron, if you want to do anything. So right now, coal is very useful for using when the sun's out. I just fell into the hole, but just activate your jetpack and get back out. But be very careful because jetpack fuel is difficult to synthesize, especially early on. So be very careful how much you use. There's a couple of things that you can use for it. Like your if you've got your welding torch, you can use the fuel from that. But then obviously you ain't gonna have a welding torch fuel. Right, there's some more coal here. So yeah, you just need to be really careful with using stuff like that. But unfortunately, it seems like that is all that we've got time for in this episode. So, as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Studio, you've been awesome. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.